Hi, I'm Mollie West Duffy, co-author of the book No Hard Feelings: The Secret Power of Embracing Emotions at Work. Like many people, when I began my career, I felt I needed to be professional, and that meant it was inappropriate to have or express my feelings at work. At the time, I was working at a stressful job as a product manager for a startup. One morning, I woke up to find the area right above my right eye was completely numb. When the numbness didn't go away for a few days, I went to see a doctor. The doctor asked me a few questions, and he said, "This is likely caused by anxiety. The numbness is caused by tension you're holding in your shoulders and in your neck. Do you have a stressful job?" As I was leaving the doctor's office, I realized this was not normal. My emotions at work, the stress and the anxiety, were turning into physical symptoms. I knew then that I needed to understand my emotions at work so I wasn't biting down high levels of fear and frustration. The truth is, we can't help but be emotional at work. We're human, even at work, so we're going to have emotions whether we want them or not. Pretending otherwise, through suppressing our emotions, is what leads to real disasters. But most of us have never learned how to process and harness our emotions in professional settings. By ignoring our feelings, we overlook important data and risk preventable mistakes. We send emails that cause unnecessary anxiety, we fail to make work meaningful, and we are more likely to burn out. I met my co-author Liz through a mutual friend. We started writing articles together, and Liz did these wonderful illustrations. We bonded over both being introverts, wearing sleep masks to bed, and our irreverent sense of humor. Liz had the same questions that I had about emotions at work. Together we wrote this book to help answer those questions. How much emotion can we express before we come across as unprofessional? When are feelings useful, and when are they just noise? Can we mold them to change how we experience work? What if our authentic self is overwhelmed and anxious? Should we be open about those feelings as well? How does who we are or our gender affect the answers to these questions? In this series of videos, we'll share what we've learned about integrating emotions at work. That does not mean screaming and running around the office. It means being authentic and selectively vulnerable. It means developing emotional fluency, which is the capacity to productively sense emotion and know how and when to translate into healthy action. If you've ever chewed your fingernails before an impending presentation, been so frustrated you ended up staring at the same spreadsheet for an entire afternoon, or wish you could just turn everything off and be a robot for a couple of days, we've been there too, and we're here to help.